Hello my fellow ship friends, welcome back to another video about the construction of the San Felipe. I almost completed phase 1, the completion of the hull. One of the final tasks to complete phase 1 is to paint and to attach all the ornaments on the ship's hull. In this video I will show you completely how I painted all the metal ornaments, from being just metal parts to the way they are here attached to the hull. I also show you how I completed the stern galleries and the attachment of the ornaments here at the lower stern gallery. I already included the chain to command the rudder. So I hope you enjoy the footage following now immediately hereafter. In case it's still necessary, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, and I see you again next week when the whole hull of the San Felipe is finished. The final step in the completion of phase 1 of the hull of the San Felipe is to paint and attach all the ornaments. You can see the ornaments are all metal parts. The first step is to paint them completely black. Afterwards, when it's dry, I have to paint it gold with some rough brush. Finally, some structures are painted red or blue, as for example here the windows. I did already complete one part, the upper part of the stern. So let's get started, paint it black. I take a rough brush with some black paint to paint the small parts. I make sure not to take too much paint so that the texture of the parts are preserved. The deeper parts should definitely be well painted, because that's not where the gold will come later on. I use acrylic water-based paint because it dries quickly and is easy to handle. To use acrylic paint on metal or plastic miniatures, it is best, especially the larger parts, to first coat them with a primer undercoat. That way the paint will adhere best afterwards. So all the parts have been painted. The larger parts were first treated with a primer undercoat. These now need to be painted black. I start by painting the gold layers. For the structures with windows, I again take a rough brush on which I put only a little bit of paint on the sides. I gently go over the top structures with the side of the brush so that the deeper black parts don't get painted along. If this does happen, and it always does somehow somewhere, these parts can and should be corrected again afterwards with black paint. For the smaller parts, I always work in 2 steps. I put a small drop of golden paint on the side of the small piece and spread it out with a rough brush. Again, make sure that the gold does not penetrate all the way down, because then there is no black shine coming through from the deeper structure of the piece. Here you can see all the parts after the gold layer has been painted. You can see that there are parts where the gold has penetrated too deeply. I'll have to rectify that with some black paint now later on.